This is a Squabble Studios production.
Hello, and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty or trivial. I'm Carter.
And I'm Jacob.
Hey, I'm Sydney.
Great.
I hate it.
Amazing.
This episode is already going to be the worst episode we've ever made.
No, I think the worst episode we've ever made is...
The first one.
No, I think that, that was a good one. It was a good one because, it started everything.
True, if we didn't have it.
But we did an episode a little while back that we just both were like, why did we do that?
Did we even post it? Didn't we just stop like halfway through?
Maybe we did. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to, before we begin, PSA, public service announcement. Stop posting your 2020 Spotify Wrapped on your Instagram stories.
I do like them. People always make the joke like no one cares, but I do care.
I don't care.
Oh, well, that's you. I care. Post them for me.
But that being said, we're about to do it for you.
See, I feel like there's two people in the world. Two kinds of people. There's only two people in the world, guys.
Well, I'm looking at 4 right now. So
There's two kinds of people in the world. People who like to see people's Spotify Wrapped and people who don't don't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you care or you don't care?
I personally like to see them because I think they're embarrassing.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair.
I like to laugh at people.
See, I like to see, if you want to put it on a close friends list, like on Instagram, that's totally acceptable because, I like to see my friends.
Yeah.
But, random people that I follow,
You ever see like if you're an influencer, don't post it. We don't care. That I can agree with.
Yeah.
Although it is kind of cool actually to see like famous people, what music they listen to. Maybe I would care.
Yeah, I would do
Like if Dwayne Johnson posted his, I'd be interested. Like what's he listen to?
Yeah, I am interested. Obama posts his like
Summer
favorite
music playlist
summer
or
music
whatever.
every single.
It's so cool. And it's always just like top 40. He just listens.
Yeah, he just
which
listens.
Is fine, but
He listens
kind
top
of
40.
funny.
Sorry,
just
Obama,
like-
you got some basic music preference.
No, that's fine. It makes it better. It's kind of funny. It's like he's just like he like turns on the radio to like the pop station. It's kind of funny to think about.
Yeah,
Him just
I
like
don't know.
jamming to some
That seems like
he's just like
I can see that. Though.
just like
That's how it
imagine
goes.
him just like jamming to like Billie Eilish. Like it's so funny. Like singing along in the car. He probably does.
I do your Obama impression, but sing the Billie Eilish lyrics for your newest song.
What does he say?
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about? That's my Obama impression. It's not very good. It used to be better.
Keep my presidential name out of your mouth.
Anyways, your Spotify Wrapped. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna look through our Spotify Wrapped. Wrapped. How would you?
Rap.
Wrapped, because there's multiple. So it'd be Wrapped.
Our Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
I'm gonna start screen recording on my phone here, so I can. Throw
Anyways, why she's a guest on this episode? She likes music. That's it.
Yep,
She's-
I do.
You dressed appropriately.
I
she's
have
wearing
a
a
Pink Floyd.
And do you listen to Pink Floyd?
Yes, I do.
Name 3 songs.
Oh, you're that guy. What is that? A Pulp Fiction shirt?
I like Pulp Fiction.
What does Samuel Jackson eat for breakfast every Tuesday morning?
Probably eggs.
Yeah, I bet.
Who would like to start? Carter, you actually haven't looked at yours yet.
Yeah, I haven't looked at mine at all. So this is.
I texted him this idea for the episode. I said, we should look at our Spotify Wrapped. And he said, sure. And I said, don't look at it yet. Let's look at yours for the first time on the episode. And he said, I don't even know how to find it. So I was like, okay, well.
I did find it though. I found it.
With our help.
Yeah.
Do you want to do yours first since you already know what's in, or since you don't know what's in yours?
Do I want to do mine? Yeah, sure. I'll do mine first. I'm deep
okay.
in already. So I'm assuming like that. Oh, there's audio.
Yeah, you can turn the audio down if you want. Or even louder so we can all hear.
Yeah. I'll keep it up a little bit. Well, no, because I think we'll get copyright struck if I actually play the
If
song.
you play this song, yeah, probably.
Spotify will be like, bruh. But my Wrapped is finally here.
And it is. Oh.
Let's start you off with a win. 1,000 and almost 69, but 96. You discovered 1,000 new artists this year. Even in 2020, you still found ways to grow.
That's more than mine, I think.
A lot of artists. My top genres were pop, lo-fi beats, rap, modern rock, and indie pop.
Lo-fi beats. That's fun. You just listen to like the lo-fi tracks?
I do, a lot.
Here, hold the
actually.
button so it stops, so it freezes, because I want to talk about
Okay.
these things.
Yeah, sure, sorry.
First of all, I saw this meme the other day, or maybe it was a tweet, I don't remember. And they were like, I'm gonna go to the Spotify headquarters with a gun and not leave until they tell me how many genres there are, because there's so many.
Yeah, I could name like 8 probably.
Yeah, and they're like, you listen to 300 genres.
Yeah. Well, it's probably like R&B, and then it's like vibe R&B, and then it's like rock R&B. You know, so they're like subgenres within the.
I
actual
guess,
genre.
but still. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's Broadway and show tunes are both somehow genres.
I like the pop. I actually thought indie music was going to be my top because I think I listen to that most. But see, when I go to sleep, I listen to lo-fi beats.
Oh, that's why it's number
Like
2.
when I'm sleeping.
I hope your top songs are all lo-fi tracks.
Or sometimes when it's just like if I'm, you have those vibes where you're just driving at night.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
long
And
trips.
I do that
I just
too,
vibe
actually.
with, like,
I
lo-fi
have a
beats.
playlist where I
Yeah.
they're on sometimes. If it's
And then sometimes I'm only slightly embarrassed to admit that I put on some lo-fi beats sometimes and then like freestyle in the car by myself.
I will do
to
that
practice.
sometimes too, actually. I want to get good at it, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not good, and I don't think I'm
Once
improving.
we both get good, like next season, we'll do an episode where we just freestyle the whole time.
Well, I did just say I'm not improving, but yes.
Oh. Like what's it like? What's that? There's like a radio show that does that. They have like rappers on. They freestyle. It's Sway in the Morning, right? But they like have a name for it. It's like 5. It's like Death 5. I don't remember what it is, but anyways, we can do that.
Continue.
Yes.
Your top song of the year is "Sunday Best" by Surfaces.
Okay.
I did listen to that a lot.
A little
at the beginning
basic,
of
but
the
that's
year. Fair.
mine isn't any better, so I can't even make fun of you.
What was yours?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, okay. Total streams 68. Hold on, how come I only streamed it 68 times?
That's your
my
most-
top?
yeah.
Number 1.
Wow, I only listened to one song 68 times in like the whole year. That's my number 1.
Yeah, mine is even lower, and it was my number 1 song. I could have sworn I
Mine's
listened to
higher.
more
Wow.
music.
I like know every single word to that song. I've only listened to it 68 times. I should have listened to it one more time.
I mean, to be fair, you should have. Play it right now. I think it stops counting. Here's the thing, though. I think 68 seems like a lot more than what we probably like. Imagine listening to it 68 times in a row. Like,
That's true.
like what? Especially if it's like a. Oh my goodness. If it's like a. I'll pull out the calculations, even though I probably don't need a calculator. I don't want to do the math. If
Yeah.
it's a 3-minute song and 68 times, I mean that's 204 minutes of just song,
Which
which is like 3.5 hours. So
is crazy.
Carter's not interested. I just did like, well, that's crazy. Let's continue. I said, okay, next.
My top songs. Okay, number 1, Sunday Best. Number 2, City of Angels by 24K Golden. I don't know why that's my.
That's a good song,
Number
though.
3, 214 by the band Camino. That is one of my favorite songs. I really love that song. And then Circles by Post Malone and Go Flex by Post Malone. I
Well,
really
what's
didn't
opposed
think
to?
I listened to Go Flex that much, but I guess I did. Really surprised me.
Yeah, that is an odd one, actually. Don't think I've ever heard you put that song on. You're
I'm
a good Here's
listener.
podcasts.
Okay, here we go.
If ours is not number 1,
Now,
I'm pissed.
it's not going to be.
If it's not on the
But
list.
I would like to shout out that somebody posted on their story. Somebody posted on their story that we were their number 5th listened to podcast.
Yeah.
Her name was Haley.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to you, Haley, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who tagged us in your post because you listened to us.
Less than 4 other podcasts.
Yeah, but that's
True.
pretty good.
That's
Top 5.
where we made it to the top 5.
Yeah.
Maybe she just doesn't listen to podcasts, though. What if she only listened to 5 podcasts?
That's so negative.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
probably
yeah.
listened to hundreds of
She put
podcasts.
thousands even.
Okay. She listened to every podcast, and we made it to number 5.
Millions
Exactly.
of podcasts nearly. I can already predict before I play it. I can already predict the podcast I have.
All
up
right,
here.
let's try.
All right, number 1 is going to be NADPOD.
Uh-huh.
Dungeons and Dragons. My number 2 is going to be probably one of many political podcasts I listen to.
Okay.
My number 2 is.
Number
I'm
3.
sorry. My number 3 is. I'm probably gonna have a couple political podcasts. in
Really?
there.
Okay.
So
I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
and
Me.
then I listen to several podcasts. I don't know what my. You give 5 top
Yeah.
5. Number 4 and 5. I'll probably be on there. Squabble will probably be on there because I don't really listen to it
Let's hope so.
consistently since I'm like listening to it literally right now.
Yeah.
But like every once in a while, I'll make sure I'll like play through a couple episodes to make sure they sound good. So that I can,
Sometimes I'll go to an older one too. Even I'm like, I want to listen to that again. I'll skip through it. I mean, I never really sit down and listen to like a whole older one. I feel like that'd be kind of
or like when there's like then there's a guest like when EJ was in the one, I like listen to it, make sure EJ sounded good because it's always trip.
Because
setting up
EJ
third
never
microphone.
sounds good. We
Right.
gotta do what we can. So.
All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, Ear Biscuits by Red Link.
Red and
Okay.
Link, you actually listened
Oh,
to
wait.
the Red and Link's ear biscuits first? Oh, it's asking you to guess which one is your top.
Oh, yeah. it's
Which
gonna
we
be
just did.
NADPOD. Nailed it. Yeah.
Nailed it. I'll skip for because that one's not as interesting. I want to wait to save mine. But
I listened to 78 episodes for a total of 7,570 minutes.
7,000 minutes of
How
D&D.
many hours is that?
Let's do the math. 7,000?
7,000. I listened to
116 hours.
I listened to 116 hours.
That's 4 days, almost 5
Almost
days
5.
straight of listening to a podcast.
wow.
Mine was not that high.
Brian Murphy, host of this podcast.
We come be on the show.
Come out. First
We
of all,
both love NADPOD.
First of all, we deserve a shout out, or at least I'm gonna post this on Instagram. At least like like it or something.
Maybe they'll
like the
repost on
post.
their story.
Give
I know
like a
some
comment or
people-
something. Come on, how much? 116 hours. 116 hours. That deserves a like. That's all I'd like to say.
Okay. Let's keep going through yours. I want to get to
Okay,
mine.
I thought you had something to say.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I also love NADPOD, but you'll see that when we get to my podcast.
In total, I spent 11,158 minutes listening to
Wait,
podcasts.
and how
this
many
year.
were of NADPOD?
7.
So like almost all of those.
Oh, here's my top podcasts. Number 1, NADPOD. Number 2, Louder with Crowder. Number 3, Matt Walsh Show. Number 4, Your Best. Oh, I forgot about Historium.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that was your number 2.
I kind of forgot about it. I listened to a ton of that in the beginning of the year. So yeah, Historium is a
Fun
it's a
fact:
hi- a
they
history
told the
podcast.
story. A history podcast, lame. They told the story about how D&D used to be like people thought it was like demonic. Fun
Yeah.
fact.
It's a good shout out to Historium. They're awesome. He's awesome. I think it's just one guy who does it. Jake Barton. He says, "Hi, I'm Jake Barton, and this is Historium, episode 25."
We should start listing our episodes at the beginning of our show.
Yeah, well, his is more like a story based, so it's,
Yeah, this is kind of right.
but yeah, shout out to him. I didn't think I was gonna. I haven't listened to Ear Biscuits in a long time, but I did listen to him in the beginning of the year, so I guess
That's
I should
okay. Yeah,
have
that's the
expected
thing with mine. We'll get to when we get to my top song. Actually, I'll tell the story.
that. Okay,
But it is frustrating.
I'm a pioneer.
Oh, well, we all are. It says that. to
You
everyone.
listened to Butterflies before it hit 50,000 streams. I don't know what that song
That's a
is.
good song. I listen to that song a lot. I know what song it is.
Banana Pancakes. That was my top 2,000 songs.
Man, pancakes.
Don't sing it. We'll get. Guess my top artist.
Okay, if I can sound so good that the algorithm recognizes the song for me singing it.
I'm guessing Post Malone is my top artist. I truly know thyself.
Wow, Posty. Because you
Shout
went
out
to
to Posty.
Postfest. Postfest, Posty.
I was in their top 1% of listeners.
Remember Post Malone top 1%?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 1% for most people.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah. What if somebody was like, "Yeah, your top artist, you were like in their top like 80%." Like,
That's
listen.
embarrassing.
Yeah, that is.
I listened to 1,000 new artists. My top artists were Post Malone, Khalid, Selena Gomez,
Selena Gomez.
Surfaces, and the Jonas Brothers.
Khalid. I mean, Selena Gomez is the love of your life, so.
Yeah, shout out to you, Selena Gomez. You can also come on the show if you're watching.
She is.
Same for everybody that I just listened to can come on the show. I was just a special invite to Selena Gomez.
Yeah. But, okay, if you had to choose Post Malone or Selena Gomez on the show, who would you choose?
To just guest star. Ooh, who has more clout? You think?
Post Malone.
You think Post Malone has more clout?
Yeah, then
Selena
Selena
Gomez
Gomez.
has been around a lot longer,
Yeah.
and she's got like the most followers. Almost, I think she like dropped to second place now on Instagram.
She did have the most. Yeah, yeah, fair.
So I'd have to pick Selena just for the clout. But
Yeah.
I love you both equally
Well, there you go.
because I know they're listening. So I was just I think is this the end?
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
And then you can post it if you want.
No,
Because he doesn't care.
I'm not that guy. That was very.
Insightful.
It was insightful.
I told you,
really
it's
learned
interesting.
a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I
You kind of guessed
everything.
almost everything, actually. Mine was a little bit surprising. Who do you want to see next, hers or mine? I think we should do hers, just go in order.
Yeah.
So you only listen to 240 new artists. How many?
Dang,
did you
I
have,
like
Carter?
tripled. I had like 6. No, I had. I think I had. Yeah, I think I had
Dang,
600 something.
That's a lot. You just didn't branch out.
Yeah, I didn't. I listened to old playlists.
They're going to say old people.
No.
Do old people
I mean,
make...
potentially.
Mostly do old people make music, I guess.
Yeah, that's what people listen to music.
233 genres and 44 new ones. Yeah, so I didn't listen to much like.
See,
that
I
was
wish
new.
I wish it would tell you what genres. Like you could.
A whole list.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big list. Your top genres. See, I bet you have a bunch of different kinds of pop.
Okay, shut up.
I'm not judging
Pop?
you for it.
was my number one.
Okay,
and then
see-
what is Hollywood?
What is Hollywood as a genre? I've got to Google
I
that
have
while
no
you keep
idea
talking.
what I would have listened to that would be considered Hollywood.
Hollywood
Interesting. I don't know.
music.
Okay, yeah. So my top song was Heather by Conan Gray.
Ugh.
I don't think I've heard this song.
Yeah, dude, it's all
Really?
And to rise as she walks by.
That is your you listen to that. How many
Okay.
times you played that song?
A lot, you'll
Unfortunately,
see.
Too much. So yeah.
She felt like Heather.
No.
No, you felt like Conan Gray.
I felt like Conan Gray in
Singing
the
about
situation.
Heather.
And so I listened to the song a lot.
She related to a whole nother level.
Wow.
And it was, well, that's why it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, that's why it's embarrassing that she listened. Literally, she listened to it all in like one day. Like, you'll see.
No, it was in like a week. I listened to it like 100 times. So I listened to it March 20th because that's when the album came out. That was the first time. And then the day with the most streams was September 4th. And then my 100th stream was on September 9th.
So she listened to it.
And I listened to it 141 times this year.
See?
Dang. I'm
So,
impressed.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't think I really listened to it the rest of the year, so I definitely listened to it like 41 more times. Yeah, so my top song was Heather, and then it was Hallucinogenics by Matt Mason. I do love that song.
Carter doesn't know what that song is.
Never heard of Matt Mason. But
It's a
hey,
good song, though.
I
She showed it to
discover
me.
a lot of new artists, so I don't know.
Carter
maybe.
does. Carter, I literally remember like last year, it might have been like 2 years ago now. Carter never really listened to me. He wasn't a music guy. And then all of a sudden, Carter, it was like 2 years ago, Carter was like, I'm going to like get into music. And then now he like has like 7 playlists.
I think that's why. It's because I made one playlist.
You got addicted.
Carter'sPicks.ye. You can look it up. And then everybody's contributed to it. Everyone
True.
shows me a song, and for some reason, it's become like a staple. People like show me a song, and be like, "Is this worthy enough to go on your playlist?" And I'm like, "Sure." So
It
It's a
just
fun
plays
little
on
contest.
the alt
You can find this song later, Carter,
All right,
after
all right,
the
on the
episode.
alt station at work. That's the only reason I know it. Then Mr. Loverman by Ricky Montgomery.
You know that one, right?
no, I don't think so.
I miss their lover.
okay,
man.
yeah. Yeah.
That was also when I was in a mood.
All of her songs are sad. All of these tough songs.
I mean, yeah. Then my fourth song is Loving You Is Lonely by Harmony Byrne.
Another sad song.
I love that song though. It's so good. It's so good. I listen to it still. And then my fifth one's The Story by Conan Gray because I listened to that album over and over again.
Okay, guess the top podcast. You better. This proves something.
Did she get it?
Unfortunately, Squabble is not
yeah.
my number one podcast. I don't really listen to podcasts. Is the thing.
Reasonable.
What was your top one?
It's called Popcorn Psychology.
Wait, your top one. You listened to one episode of it. That's your top one.
Okay.
And Squabble still wasn't up there. All you had to do was listen to 2 episodes.
All you had to do was listen to
Okay.
one that was a little bit longer than an episode of that.
I don't really listen to podcasts. I get too distracted.
You said you listen to Squabble? You
Yeah,
watch it on
I watch
YouTube.
it on YouTube
Oh.
because I
Alright.
have to like see the video or else I get distracted. I watch
Fair.
it actually at
We're
school
not entertaining. Oh.
when I'm editing
I mean,
my
we are more
photos
important.
and stuff. I'm a pioneer. I listened to If He Had Loved Me before it hit 50,000
Why are those
streams.
songs so sad?
I really went through it this year.
Apparently.
This was a TikTok song that I
Oh.
found on TikTok. Who was by my side? My top artist of the year was Taylor Swift. I do
I
know that.
respect that.
It's because folklore. Everyone loved folklore.
I didn't really get into folklore,
Oh.
but I was in the top 1% as well
Oh.
of listeners. No, I prefer her old music, but my favorite song was Illicit Affairs.
Isn't that on folklore?
It is on
See?
folklore. But I didn't really listen. I only listened to 2 songs on folklore. I spent 3,137 minutes listening to
Oh
Taylor
my goodness.
Swift.
That's a lot of Tay-Tay.
How much of Post Malone did you listen to?
I don't remember. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that much.
Oh, fair.
I have a
maybe it was.
playlist with all of her songs on it that I can put on repeat.
Nice.
I listened to 926
Oh my gosh.
artists this year.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
I don't know why I said that in a British accent.
Taylor Swift was my number 1, then Conan Gray, and then my number 3 was The Killers. Obsessed with them.
I like the Killers.
My number 4 was Lorde, and then my number 5. My number 5 was Hobo Johnson.
I don't know who that is, but
He's so weird.
that's the greatest name I've
He's
ever
a
heard.
rapper.
Hobo Johnson.
But it's like really weird rapping.
It's like It's like rap,
But he's
make
just
it
kinda
indie,
screaming.
if you will, because
And
he
he-
just kind of talks.
He literally just like
I don't
talks
know,
over
it's
music.
weird.
Interesting.
I don't listen.
And his
to,
name is Hobo
I don't
Johnson.
like listen
I like
to
the name.
artists religiously. I just listen to like whatever songs, and so it's also pretty easy to get onto my top artists.
Lord would have been my like in 20, probably in like 2017. Lord was probably going to be my top artist because the iPhone that I had then only had one song downloaded on it, and that was Royals by Lord.
Yeah.
And it was my alarm.
You weren't playing it on Spotify, unfortunately, though, so it wouldn't have been.
Oh yeah,
But it was his alarm. That song's still, even
Yeah.
I, just from hearing him waking up, it gives me a little bit, like, I feel like I should be waking up.
Yeah, I get an aneurysm every time I hear that
It's
song
like,
now.
Royals,
Yeah, I hear the
Royals.
snap, click, and I'm like, no, no, turn it
That's how
off.
it starts. It's like,
Yeah, it's like something like that. I don't know.
yeah. I was going to try to sing it more, but let's do mine.
All right.
Mine's the most interesting out of all of yours. I also like these little images it does.
Yeah, it's
of
nice.
people.
It's nice.
so fun. 2020 rap. Oh, I can skip that part, I think. 324. I don't know what that is.
New artists or what?
New genres, new artists.
Yeah.
324 new artists. That's less than both of you, right?
No, she
No,
only had 200 something.
Yeah.
I branched out more. How can I say? Oh, genre lust.
That's
That's what
weird.
it says on here. I'm not just
Interesting.
weird.
Genre list.
167 new genres. No, 167 genres totally. And my top genres were, this is a little embarrassing. My top genre was show tunes, followed by pop, followed by rap, followed by pop rock, followed by Broadway. So don't really know how show tunes and Broadway are different. But they are. My number one song is Godzilla by Eminem featuring Juice WRLD. But let me tell you
Hey,
why.
well, I know what you're gonna say, but I don't think you have to justify. That's
Fair
a good
enough.
song.
It is a good song, I guess. But also, it's like, it's really high. It's like a little bit of a weird. It's not this kind of song you just like put on like driving in the car really as much. You gotta be in a mood to listen to that song,
Right.
you know, because it's so hype. But the real reason I listened to it, I'll show you why, is because I wanted to learn it because it's got that really fast rap. One of my favorite hobbies is just learning really fast like rap verses. Not because I'm not really super into rap. I just think it's fun to try to do it. It's like a challenge myself. I want to see if I can learn it. I already talk fast, so it works. But see, my first stream was January 17th. And to show you how my day with the most streams was January 24th. So like I really listened to it like as soon as it came out and never listened to it again. See, 25th stream February 16th. And then I only listened to it like, 46 times. That's it. How is that my top song? 46 times? That's strange.
Wow.
Here's my other top songs. Godzilla, number one. Number two was Freaks and Geeks by Childish Gambino, a classic. Number three was 3005 by Childish Gambino. Number four was Still Feel by Half Alive. And then number five was 100 Miles and Running by Logic. Also a classic. All of those are.
You said you're not into rap, but like your top 4 songs are rap.
True. 4 out of all 5 of those are rap, I suppose. But,
Okay.
I guess I am. I don't know.
He likes to say he's into rap, but not
I
bad
like
rap.
this. Yeah, when I
Well, that's fair. There is bad rap.
Yeah, I don't listen to like Lil Uzi Vert and like DaBaby and like listen, if you listen to that, more power to you. That's fine, but that's not really. I don't listen to like trap.
He's not like other girls.
I'm not like other girls. My top podcast of the year was Not Another D&D Podcast.
As well.
Yes, I did not listen to nearly as much as you. I listened to 14 episodes, 946 minutes. Still a lot of minutes. Not nearly as much as
Still a lot of minutes,
7,000.
but not 16 hours or 116 hours.
116. That's insane. That's 5 days. You listen to almost 5 days.
Straight.
I spent 1,000 minutes. I've about 1,030 minutes listening to podcasts. Yeah, I got Squabble in there. Squabble was my bottom one, unfortunately. I also have Cody Ko's podcast on there.
Tiny Meat Gang?
Yeah, Tiny Meat Gang podcast. I love the Tiny Meat Gang. I wish I could be part of it.
It's funny.
It doesn't mean what you think it means.
Right.
They save a story about what it meant. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't about what you're thinking.
Sure.
I listened to 4 episodes in one day of NADPOD, which is impressive because they're long
that
episodes. They're like 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's that's like all day. I'm a pioneer also.
Everyone's pioneering these
I know.
days.
Did you think somebody didn't listen to a song under 50,000 streams? Like think somebody
Probably.
didn't get that one? Lily, you didn't have a pioneer? Lily was not a pioneer.
Wow. Pioneer Club.
Anyways, my top decade was 2000s. My top song from this decade was Kiss Me Through the Phone by Soulja Boy, which is a bop. That
love
song,
that
I wish that was my number one. I love that song so much. And then my tier comes. My top artist is Childish Gambino.
Reasonable.
That's it. Yeah. It's not, I was in their top 1% as well. I spent 623 minutes listening to his music.
Wow.
And I listened to 649 artists. That's a lot. It was Childish Gambino. Then number 2, this is also embarrassing. It was Barrett Wilbert Weed, who's she's in a lot of Broadway shows. She's like in Heathers and Mean Girls. So that's a little embarrassing.
Definitely listen to the Heathers soundtrack on repeat.
Yeah. And then number 3 is Young Gravy. Also kind of embarrassing,
Shout
but
out to
also
Young Gravy,
kind of awesome. If he wants to be on the show, he should come on.
Yeah. Personal invite to you.
And then Logic, and then NF. All rappers again. Okay, here's the other thing that confuses me about this. How can things be so different? Like, think about this. My top genre is show tunes, yet everyone in my top genre, except for one who was show tunes, every of my top artists was rap. It don't make no sense.
Just don't.
It don't make no sense. I don't know why I said it like that.
Sense.
But yeah, there we go. What the heck? Why does it say 67 months of 2020? Is that supposed to be a joke?
The joke is that it felt so long.
Yeah,
Well,
not,
that's
not
not
a
a good
funny
joke.
joke. Spotify, it flopped. That
Oh,
joke flopped.
I was still screen recording. Okay, it stopped.
Wow. I think we learned something.
I think I kind of knew.
Yeah, I also, well, I don't know. I guessed most things, but I'm kind of impressed with myself about the amount of hours that I've listened to the iPod.
That is the
and
biggest surprise, I
the
think.
variety of artists I've discovered this year.
True. You've discovered a lot.
I'm
600
kind of proud of myself. I don't know.
I'm a little proud too, honestly.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Of myself.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you as well.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm
Wait,
not.
were you talking to her?
Yeah. I'm proud of you too.
Thanks.
Lily, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Hey,
Viewer,
I'm
look
proud.
at me, camera. Hey, in case you didn't hear us enough as a child, I'm proud of you.
Hey, come, bring it to me. Bring it to me. What's her name? Haley.
Haley.
For number 5 on your Spotify podcast. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Hey, come back. Hey, you couldn't have gotten into number 4 at least? Come on.
Hey, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Look, I'm not gonna ask for too much. Number 5 is generous.
Hey, bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. Come on, next year, if it's not number 3 at least, just stop listening.
Hey, bring it back to me.
Stop
Bring it back
listening.
to me. I believe in you more than he does, and I think you can get number 1. I think you can get 116 hours listened.
Hey, bring it over here. Get it to 200 hours. Break the limits. New barriers.
Hey, bring it over here. Bring it over here. Post Malone, if you're listening, I didn't mean anything by picking Selena over you. I love you as well, and I heard you're starting a new game show where you're doing beer pong, and I would love to be a part of it if you want to invite me.
Hey, bring it over here. Post Malone, get Squabble Podcast to your number 1 string podcast. Let's do that. And show us your Spotify rap.
Yeah, that's how you don't have anything else.
Okay, yeah, we're done. We're done.
The joke is dead.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, bring it over here. It's not a joke. I wasn't joking about any of that.
Hey, bring it over here. Thanks for watching. You can listen to us. Oh, and thanks for being on the show. Stacey.
Hey, bring it over here. No, I'm kidding. Don't bring it.
Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Yeah.
bring it right here. Bring it right
Right
here.
here.
Bring it right here. Bring it right here. What would you like to shout out anything? What would you like to shout
Shout
out?
out your Spotify. People listen to your.
You have time to speak to like 1,000 people right now. What would you like to tell them?
Hey, all my social media is Sydney Schnurbusch, if you can figure out how to spell it.
Oh, it's like a little mini game.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
And
all I
her
gotta say.
Spotify. Listen to her Heathers.
It
That's
is
all. She has a
also-
playlist that's just Heathers.
No, but I do have a playlist that's New Americana by Halsey 30 times.
Oh.
Carter said that
So
like
you-
it was a genuinely like.
I am. I'm a
Podcast
little
you wanna
interested.
check out.
It's interesting.
That is also Sydney Schnurbusch.
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 Well, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Squabble Podcast, and Twitter and TikTok at Squabble Studios.
And we also have a website. Bring it over here. www.squabblepodcast.com.
Bring it over here. Bring it over here. And if you think this was a good episode, if you think it's worth $1, you can go to Patreon, patreon.com/Squabble Studios, and give us money.
Yeah. Your hard-earned money. We
And,
want it. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Get us to your number 1 on Spotify Wrapped. This was all a big ad, actually.
Yeah, this is actually our challenge is next year. We better be
How
up
many
there.
people can we get to have us as their number 1?
Yeah.
Let's make some music just so we can be people's number 1 song, too.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do that.
Look out for our tracks coming.
Peace out. Oh, and then would you like to do the honors of saying we'll snap you later? And
Yes, at the end of every episode, we snap and say, we'll snap you later to our viewers.
Did you say the slogan? Go on.
We'll snap you later.
You didn't see the-